Alright, I thought we would do a little something fun today because Wednesday, July 24th is Jellybean's 7th birthday. Yeah, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Oh. So, one of the things when I ask people what would you like for me to blog about, I often get asked to blog more about Jellybean or to know more about Jellybean. So in honor of her 7th birthday, I thought I'd share a few things about her. And I have a little surprise about something that's Jellybean related coming soon. So, one of the things that you should know, Jellybean will be 7. We adopted her in August of 2016. She was 4 years old and only about 4.5 pounds when we adopted her. She is now a whopping 5 pounds in a banana button down. Bananas are also her favorite food. She was an owner surrender. She came from a rescue, and we hadn't originally been looking for a while for a second dog, and I saw her face on the website and her tilted head, and when my dad passed away, he loved jelly beans and I love jelly beans, and I had stopped eating them, and when I saw her name was Jellybean, I felt like it was a little bit of a sign that she was meant for us. And she was one of the first dogs that when Sharon met, she didn't immediately bark at and try and boss around. So we realized she would probably be a really good fit in our family. Other things to know about Jellybean. So I jokingly gave her middle name. And so I say that her full name is Jellybean Elizabeth Johnson. Because with a name like Jellybean, you need something to kind of ground it a little bit. Am I right? I think so. Favorite activities: to snuggle, sit in my lap, zoomies, and she loves toys. 2 favorite toys in particular: this squeaky lion head. It's a favorite from Bark Shop and from the Star Wars franchise. Yeah. I found her my favorite animal, which is this little furry pork. I can even throw in a little video of her as she throws this bad boy up in the air. I said earlier she loves bananas. That's the reasoning behind her banana button-down shirt. If she hears anyone peel a banana from anywhere in the room, she is going to run to you and ask for a piece. She's fairly quiet, only barks really when the doorbell rings, and really has to be worked up to bark at another dog. But she is talkative, so she'll give me little whimpers or little sounds to let me know when she's happy and when she's not happy with something. She's always cold, so even in the summertime, if we're going to be in the AC for an extended amount of time, she'll usually have on some kind of t-shirt. And Jellybean really was the inspiration for creating dog patterns for tiny dogs because she's so little, and most dog patterns aren't really made for dogs that little. Maybe one day I'll work on doing a series of dog patterns for the smaller size dogs like Jellybean, because so many people who have little Yorkies and tiny Chihuahuas tell me they'd love to know how to knit some of the sweaters that I've knit for her too. And so maybe one day I'll work on creating a little book of patterns and sell some of that on Ravelry. But for now, we just have fun and we make up our own things. I'm often asked to if she's bothered by clothes, and she's not. If I thought that she was, or if she wiggled her way out of clothes all the time, I wouldn't make a big deal about it. But Jellybean actually dips her head in and lets you know she's ready to put her shirt on or to put her sweater on. And honestly, I'd only do things that I think are helpful to my dog and that I think would help benefit her. In our home, she has her own tiny couch that's very similar to our own. And there are heated beds around the house all year round so that she can really make sure that she's warm and comfortable wherever she is in the house. She does not like car rides that much, but we're getting better and better at it. But she loves riding around in a sling on my back when we go out and visit new places, and she'll let people pet her inside of the sling. I think I'm her favorite person. Yeah, I'm her favorite person. But she is an absolute sweetheart and an absolute joy. And I'm always tickled when people send me messages about her or want to hear more and know more about her. But because of Jellybean and because of Cher, I'm a big advocate for adopting dogs, especially if older dogs. Jellybean was 4. That's considered an adult. Cher was 9 when we adopted her. Most people think about getting dogs and getting puppies. They were both already crate trained and housebroken. Jellybean was a little bit more of a wilder one for us, but definitely added a lot of personality and love to our house, and that's really the reason why I've loved having both my dogs. So I created a Yards of Happiness pen earlier this year, and I've recently had a little bit more inquiries about whether or not I'd make more of them. And this summer I had said I wanted to make another pen. And so a little sneak preview of what's coming. These are Jellybean stickers. And these stickers in this same image are the image that I'm using to base the new enamel pen that'll be coming at the end of the month. So if you love a dog and a hand-knit sweater, if you love Jellybean, you will be able to get a Jellybean enamel pen to add to your project bags coming soon. Very, very soon. I think more than likely if you follow me on Instagram, you'll be able to find out first once I add them to my Etsy shop. I'll also add them to the blog as well. Since I don't video, since I don't record myself as consistently, I wouldn't say check here, but definitely make sure you're following along on Instagram if you are interested in getting your hands on a Jellybean enamel pen. So, thank you, Bean, for being around for 7 years. We will celebrate her day probably with a little bit of ice cream with some bananas, maybe some blueberries mixed in it. And then she's still got a gotcha day in August that we'll celebrate too. But just wanted to say thanks to everyone who's always interested in Jellybean and wants to know a little bit more about her. Happy birthday, Boo.